I'm not gonna lie, man. I really like that. I really like that intro, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog.
That is smooth.
That's
Smooth bringing it
really,
in,
really
too. I ain't
smooth,
gonna lie.
man. I don't know if we're gonna do it. I don't know if we're gonna do it every single episode, but for this one, I like it. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
How y'all
not bad
doing,
at all.
man? What's
I'm
going
doing
on?
all right.
I heard y'all had a watch party. Didn't invite me. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I heard.
Yeah, it was invite only. Sorry.
Yeah, I seen that. I
It
was
was
like, okay,
invite
cool.
only,
Yeah.
it was for people who actually played on the high school football team.
Hey, I guess I wasn't there then. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It's fine. I think I tried out. I didn't try out. I went to a workout with them one off season, and then we had to do the 6 inches, and my abs were hurting for like a week. But I had a
That's-
6-pack after that.
Hey,
I
yo,
was like, golly.
you get used to
I
it.
was
That's for
like,
sure.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, for
Yeah.
sure. But welcome to the No Narratives Podcast, episode 32. FYI, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that.
Oh, I got you.
I appreciate the text. How y'all boys doing, man? Like, how was the game? Everything like that. How y'all Sunday was? How was y'all weekend? I guess.
Hey, yo, go ahead, Moon. Go ahead.
Man, honestly, today was only the most active day I had. This weekend was kind of boring for me. I slept. But, I mean, it was an all right game. I'll give you that much. When we talk about the Texans, it was an all right game. But
So, yeah.
the burgers and everything that we ate during this game, amazing.
Who made it?
Amazing.
Wasn't me. I paid for it. I
Oh,
financed
you
it.
paid for it. From where?
I bought the food from HEB, of course.
Huh?
Texas.
Yeah, that's probably smacking.
Texas.
Yeah, it was definitely smacking. For sure. For sure.
But Arabe mixed the meat, pause, and and Moon was out there flipping the meat. Pause again.
Another pause.
Another pause.
Flipping the meat.
Diddy.
Flipping the meat
Who
is
did
crazy.
it?
Flipping the meat
Diddy.
is crazy. That's funny, man. All I did was chill, man. I went to church, then I came home, watched the game, you know what I'm saying? And it was a good time. You know, the game was the game. The game was
Honestly,
the game.
it was
More
it was more of the same, but in reality though, it was probably one of the most boring games I ever watched.
I ain't gonna lie though, I was impressed by the defense. Like,
Yeah.
I know the defense has been a strong suit of the team, but like I thought Miami was gonna give us problems. I honestly do. With Tyreek Hill speed, of course Jalen Waddle unfortunately got hurt second
Right.
quarter. I thought Tyreek Hill was gonna give us problems, and
He didn't
was
get
in
his
the
first
bottle
catch
the
in
whole
the second
game.
half.
Yeah,
didn't
he
get
was in
his-
the
he
bottle
didn't-
the whole game. So
He had a couple of good catches, including that one that ended the game.
on third, yeah, no, the third down one that he got when the dummy lined up on sides. No, that wasn't. No, that was because it was a 3rd and long, and D'Amico, instead of I think declining it, it would have been like 4th and short. He accepted it, and they went down because they had a holding, and then he threw it over. He
Mhm.
threw like threw a laser to Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill. He caught it over the middle, took a big hit or whatever. He still caught it, but ultimately, like, I mean, that was like his only catch, right? Am I tripping?
I mean, he
No,
had
he
a couple
probably
more.
had one more. So
Yeah, one more. Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah,
the second one.
I think he had a total of 3 catches, if I'm not mistaken. I'll fact check that.
Okay, maybe a screen or something. I don't know.
they definitely had a seatbelt on that guy, for sure.
Facts, man. What y'all think about, like, I mean, the offense still, like I said, it's much of the same. The offense, did they score in the second half?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they scored their 2 touchdowns in the second half. Or no, they scored
Oh,
one of
did
their they
No.
scored one of them in the second half. But they didn't have the ball. They really didn't even have the ball at all
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I
time
mean-
of possession was crazy. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
the time of possession was insane.
But that's one of
Time-
those. It's one of those weeks where it lies, like the stats lie, because we had turnovers in a short field, so we didn't need time
Right.
of possession like that.
He was talking.
Offense didn't have to be out there.
Exactly. They didn't have to drive.
Tyreek was targeted 7 times. He had 2 catches.
Oh yeah, see, I was like, yeah, because he had that one big one, and then
Yeah.
the one for the first down. I can't remember
Pause.
the second one. Though. I really can't remember the second catch that he
I
had.
think
so-
it was an end route. I think it was just an end route.
Okay.
That's all it was.
Yeah. So I guess it wasn't nothing there.
Yeah, no, honestly, the person who gave us the biggest fits was their tight end, Jonnu Smith, number 9. That was the one who I felt like gave us the biggest fits the entire game, like
Dude
making
took some
timely
hits.
catches and shit.
He did. I think the
Oh.
one he was going out of bounds, that was it was that across the middle when he got smacked
Cross in the middle.
across in the middle. Yeah, but I think he ate it too. He ate that
Uh-huh.
one because it was Eric Murray that tried to lay the hit on him.
Yeah.
He just bounced off
No,
of it,
it
and
was
then he ran out of
Okuda.
bounds.
It was Okuda that laid the hit on it.
Jeff Okuda took the brunt of that hit. He took the
Yeah.
brunt of that
He
one.
bounced off
Yeah,
that
he-
lead.
Yeah, the tight end.
He took that hit and then come back in. He was
Yeah,
like,
he looked kind of dazed when because like he hit him. He was like, oh, he's still up. And then you see them kind of jogging, but then the tight
Got
end was out of
himself
bounds at that point.
a Caucasian.
A concussion. That he
A
probably was
concussion.
calling it a Caucasian on the sideline. That's how
Yes,
scrambled his head was for sure. But
For
I
my Blue
mean,
Mountains, for my Blue Mountain State fans, he had a C word.
what that is. But hey, y'all got it. Oh,
Yeah,
show.
Moon, remember that
Good
shit?
show. Good show.
Good show. Blue Mountain State. You really don't know Blue Mountain State? Damn, what rock you living under?
let me do my Googles. Look, it came right up. Blue Mountain State. No, I never heard of this. Is that
Oh
a
god,
movie?
you gotta find a way to watch that. I think it's on Amazon Prime if you got it. That's a funny as hell football show.
Is
Funny
that
as hell.
Sam from Smallville?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Did you watch Reacher by any chance?
Yeah, I know that's Reacher in there.
Yeah, he is what I swear to God, you watch him in this and you'll be like, that can't be the same guy. It's the same guy.
I think I've seen a clip where he's acting like super. What's the thing? What's the word that they call it?
Flamboyant.
No, the athlete is like a jock. He's acting really jockish, and it's
He
like
is
I seen
a
a clip.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
but he's also has very flamboyant moments in this show. Let's just say
Oh,
that.
for real?
But
Yeah,
it's out of comedy. It's not out of seriousness.
I get it. Yeah, I never heard of it though. No.
Yeah,
That's a good show.
you gotta
bro.
watch it. It's
Not
pretty
gonna
funny.
lie.
But in my eye, honestly, watching this game, bro, it was I got hyped. You know, when we scored our touchdowns, I was like, oh, okay, you know, because you know we haven't really been all that great scoring touchdowns, especially in the second half, or scoring at all in the second half. But I was hyped for it. CJ was really efficient, even though he didn't throw for a lot of yards. He was fairly efficient with his passes. But once again, the one thing that plagues CJ is he holds the ball too damn long.
Yeah.
He had at least of his 4 sacks, he had at least 2 of them where it's just like, dude, get
Just
rid of it, get rid of it, or make a earlier decision to run with it. But you hold on to it for too damn long. So it's
That's
like,
not good.
I mean, it's those are the I don't know if that's just because this is the second season and he's just trying to do too much with it. But I mean, he's you're not only hurting yourself, but you could be hurting the team. I think one of them he took on third down, so obviously he wasn't going to do nothing if he threw the ball away. We were going to punt the ball. But it's in those moments, bro, you've already taken a lot of hits. You know, we don't want you to continue to take those hits, especially towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's
my
my
bad,
biggest
my
thing.
bad.
No, you good. You good.
My takeaway from the game is just more the same with the offense. Struggle City. It seems like this game they really didn't. It's not going to be as huge of a talking point. I feel like because of the fact that the defense got turnovers, gave us a short field. They got the fumble, the strip sack, gave us a short field touchdown. Got a pick, got down the field, another
Special
touchdown.
teams, the fake punt got us a short field.
Special teams got them short field exactly. So I feel like it's not really going to be a huge talking point. The run game was not a factor today. I like to talk about the hip drop tackle a little later on in the segment because I had a tweet that is kind of going viral right now. John McClain retweeted it even. But other than that, it's just the offense. This defense can withhold anybody.
Yeah.
We've seen them make Josh Allen look regular. We've seen them make Jared Goff look regular. We
And
like
make
Jordan
Jordan
Love.
Love.
Struggle. Like we've seen this defense make top tier quarterbacks look regular. So I'm not worried about the defense. The offense. It's like when is the offense going to be competent enough? This team is just like the Houston Rockets. Their defense is elite. Their offense is an eyesore. It's the exact same thing. I've never seen any like 2 teams in 2 different sports in the same city have the same greatness and the same weakness. It's crazy.
No, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. It's definitely a frustration aspect, especially with me being an offensive minded guy. It's definitely frustrating to see it. You know, you can blame the injuries on the front of the offense or for the offensive line. You can blame the play calling, but at the end of the day, it comes down to execution. What are you doing? Who's executing these plays? I mean, I've been kicking Bobby Sloak's back end in all year long, and other episodes I've been kicking his play calling in. You know, he calls plays throughout the game where it's just like it makes no sense. Moon and I were talking about it. One of the biggest plays that we can't stand is this damn pitch play that they run all the damn time. You know, when they run
from the pistol or from the shotgun, when they like toss it, when he tosses it
when
to
they
the side.
talk, the shit don't make no sense, bro. You don't have the athletic enough offensive lineman to get out there and block for you. And as much as I love Mixon, he's not a speed back, so he can't get out there and get around the edge to punch it. So it's like You can't be. Ever since they had that pitch play, and I forget what game it was. I want to say it was against Jacksonville, but y'all probably have to fact check me. But when they pitched it, and basically the linebacker intercepted the freaking pitch off of Mixon's hands, and this previous game, bro, like earlier in the year. And when they tried doing a pitch play in the red zone, and linebacker basically like took it off of Joe Mixon's hands more or less and ran it back damn near the length of the field. And that moment there when I was like, okay, yeah, we shouldn't be doing pitch plays. Stick to stretches and inside.
All right.
Mason out of speed. I think for that type of stuff, you got to have a speed anyway. Go ahead, Moon. My bad, man. Go ahead, Big Moon.
Yeah. I mean, y'all got it. Y'all know they're in the head, bro. Offense was a blunder for sure. It was boring. I mean, there were certain catches that were dropped. Minchie dropped that one that would have been a touchdown, like straight out, like hit him in the worst possible spot, his hands. You know, just no problem, but off by a bit too. But I mean, it was a catch.
Not even when it hits your hands like that. Catch that shit.
You're supposed to catch it no matter what. Anybody will say it. But I mean, shout out to the defense, bro. Free my boy Alshire, dog.
Yeah, get him out of there, man. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I meant what I said. When I did my little text to y'all. I was just like, side note, they upheld that suspension because they didn't want him to play against Tua, the concussion king, Patty, the poster boy, and Lamar, the poster boy for running quarterbacks.
I ain't gonna lie, they can do that all they want. Christian Harris, for him to miss his season debut, he was amazing today.
All over the damn place.
It just pisses me off that he missed so many weeks, like 12 weeks or so. Like, bro, what kind of calf injury did you have? He didn't play in the preseason. He got hurt in camp and missed basically the entire season.
They classified that not even as a calf injury anymore. They said it was a whole leg injury.
Bro,
for how long he was gone for.
August, September, October, and November. He missed 4 days.
He missed 4/5 of the season. Basically missed 4/5 of the season. Yeah, he missed 3/4 of the season.
Last year. It's like I guess, only thing I'm thinking is when Aziz comes back, God willing, we're somewhat healthy with Christian Harris and Aziz and Toa on the outside. Good luck.
Not even at that point, Toa will be freaking subbing in because we run a 5-2.
That's what I'm saying.
We run a 4-2-5 defense.
I'm just saying the spells, when he's spelling them, like you get another high level guy.
Yeah, it's and they play the same style of football. They're both sideline to sideline linebackers with speed and aggression. So it's,
you know what I think this spot we should do? Let's just celebrate the defense. Let's just talk about how phenomenal the defense was instead of the same offensive struggles.
I am going to give one massive shout out to an offensive player, Robert motherfucking Woods. Blocked his ass off on that touchdown pass to Nico Collins. He blocked the same defensive lineman twice, and on the second block, he ended up blocking two defensive linemen. I give Robert Woods a shout out. Unsung hero of that play.
Yep. Hey, shout out to Robert Woods. Clap it up to him. I felt like the offense has just been the talk of the season all year, and it's always like the defense secondary. You know what I'm saying? Because we always ask, what's wrong with the offense? What's wrong with the offense? What's wrong with the offense? Like, Derek Stingley today, phenomenal. 2 interceptions, had Tyreek Hill really in the box the whole game. He's really solidifying himself as one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the NFL. The defensive line was wrecking all game. Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson, the interior guys, Settle, Mark Anderson, Danico Autry, all of them guys was
Tim
just
Anderson, not
out.
Mark Anderson.
I'm sorry, Tim Anderson. Yeah, they was all. That was the first game I think this season where everybody's been healthy on the offensive line, or available, I should say. Not healthy because
until Fadakasi left with the ankle injury, he left.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think the only 2 players that were there at the start of the year that aren't there right now is Aziz with the suspension, and obviously Petrie missing or out the rest of the year with the torn pectoral muscle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I'm just talking about the defensive line. But yes, you're right. You're correct.
Defensive line.
Correct.
No,
this is like their first time all being like available at the same time, and then of course somebody gets hurt, obviously. But the defense was phenomenal, bro. Casey Bullock, bruh, the pick. The first he almost got the other one. He dropped.
Kalen Bullock.
I'm sorry, Kalen Bullock from USC, right? I'm got that right.
Third round pick out of USC, bro. Yes. He almost had he almost had that first one, which was just a great pass defense. But he learned his lesson on that second one.
I ain't gonna lie. He needs to be faster a little bit because he got hogged down by that Miami guy. That should have been a pick six.
I thought it was a
That should
pick
have been a
six.
pick six. Or just juke. But they be running so fast, I think they don't even be thinking. Like it's hard to think when you're running that fast, probably. You breathing and stuff like that. But defense was phenomenal. That's all I got to say. What y'all got to say? I'm done butchering names. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm just glad to see Harris County back in business, man. Like, you know,
I like
even
that,
though
Harris County.
for real, bro. Even though right now I see he's out and we're pretty much a linebacker by committee. I mean, we got good linebackers, bro. I think Hansen was in there today. Hewitt probably was in there as well.
Saw Hansen in there a couple times, yeah.
So, I mean, for the defense to do this against Miami, and, you know, shout out to Miami, bro. I mean, they're not no slouch. Their record probably doesn't say it, but they're really no slouch of a team. They really could have. They could have, you know, without our defense playing the way they was, I mean, Miami could have had a chance to take this game as well. But, man, like you said, Sting killed it. Bullock as well. I mean, the only thing I'll say is for that receiver for the Dolphins, Grant Dubois, that got carted off after that big hit from Bullock, you know, but prayers to him. But luckily here in Houston, we have one of the top
I believe
medical
my dad
sectors.
told me he was in stable condition. So,
yeah. Tyreek Hill said post-game that he had got some good news on him or whatever the case may be. Do y'all want to go further into that about like what possibly, because I said something, I know you guys not big on Twitter. I said like, should the NFL say, and I feel like if they do this and they make this a rule, offensive teams are just going to abuse the rule and they're going to spam it. So it's really, you really can't say that. But like on slant patterns, should you just say once the receiver catches the ball, he has to go down, automatic dead ball? But I feel like anytime a team needs a third down, just run that route. Or a first down, I'm sorry. Anytime a team needs a first down, you just run that route.
That takes away from the game.
Exactly. So it's like, how do you stop?
I think you stop that by coaching your quarterback better, because I said this when it happened, and Moon can quote me on this. That ball and that injury is on Tua just as much as it is Kalen Bullock. Tua threw him to that.
But what about the receiver? Because the receiver sees the guy coming, and the first thing the receiver does is they try to protect. It seems like they try to protect this area, their stomach and their lower torso, right above their pelvic.
Yeah,
that's where it hurts if they get hit at. So they do this and they put their head down into the way of the contact. So the receiver is also putting himself in there, and you're going like full speed. So how can you tell a defender who might be aiming for your stomach? The receiver sees him aiming for the stomach, so then he ducks down, puts his head in the way,
down, so now
and then it's on the defensive player. Like, I don't understand that rule. That right there needs to be explained to me. That has to. I don't know what you. Basically, the defender has to let him catch it. That's what I think when I hear that. I don't know.
I mean, I think honestly, it's just basic instinct too. Though. I mean, you can't coach that any type of way. If a player crouches in, that's really on them.
That's what I'm saying.
So I agree with Kyle too. It also goes on Tua, man. Usually those kind of passes, sometimes the quarterback throws it more towards the ground to protect the receiver. This one's kind of high,
so they can go down and catch him. Yeah.
So it's a bang bang. Sadly, but no, you can't take away from the middle. I mean, it's just part of the game. It sucks, you don't like to see guys get carted off like that. It looked ugly, but I mean, at the same time, Bullock didn't mean no harm by it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you can't really change. There's no rule you can implement. Like, there's always going to be some type of injury in some type of way. Unless you just want them to be two and touch or something.
Yeah, but like, I want them to stop villainizing the defensive players. Like,
no,
stop.
Sure.
You can't. They're making them villains for doing something that used to get put on highlight reels in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like, that used to be a part of the game almost every week. They said receivers were scared to go across the middle because it hits like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like now they're villainizing the safeties. They're villainizing the linebackers and all of these guys for making these hits. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just social media stuff, bro. They like to put the
NFL
label.
does it though, I think. That's
what
I'm
not for the race.
Yeah.
They do it for the race. I agree. It's just the way the world is at the moment, bro. It's just quick to label before anything else,
Well, then let's segue to the next point then, because I said I want to come back to this later. Why is that? Let me not say that. I'm not stupid. I get the optics of it. It's bad. He got carted off. He was on the field for a long time. But if we're talking about player safety, then player safety is player safety. Why is that hit so much worse? Obviously, I know the optics, so I get that. Than the hip drop, because Joe Mixon again got hip drop tackle. And I made a tweet today, and this is exactly what I said. I said, if I'm Joe Mixon, I'm speaking out about this again, and I'm bringing up the hit on Trevor Lawrence and how the league responded to that versus how they respond to when I get hit dropped twice in one season. Penalty needs to be 15 yards, and league should look into suspension. That's what I think. Or is it different because he's a running back? Like, I don't get that.
It shouldn't even be different because they made the NFL, as in they made an emphasis during the offseason to ban hip drop tackles. And here it is. He's not only had 2 in the same year, both the first one resulted in the high ankle sprain. And obviously after the second one, he wasn't running the same because he had an obvious limp. Neither one of them were penalized. There wasn't a 15-yard penalty like they said there would be. There wasn't even, to my understanding, there wasn't even a fine to that player earlier in the year who did it in the Chicago game. So it's like you made such a emphasis on the hip drop tackle during the offseason and trying to get it out of the NFL and blah, 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 that here it is. It's happened twice to the same player. And he obviously got hurt in the first game. In the second game, he had a visible limp after it took place. So
he got fined. I'm sorry about that to cut you off. Bears TJ Edwards fined $10,883 for the hip drop tackle that injured Texans running back Joe Mixon.
Okay,
but I just think that it
fine.
needs to be but I just think it needs to be more significant. I think that they need to make a big deal about it. How they make a big deal about that hit that got that, what's the name? I'm sorry.
That Aziz did on T-Law. Yeah.
No, that too, but I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the receiver.
On Kalen Bullock on the receiver.
Yeah,
Grant Dubois.
Yes, exactly. So, like, I understand optically one guy is on the field looking lifeless. I understand that. I'm not dumb. But if you're talking about player safety is player safety. That's my point. That's my only point. Joe Mixon visibly was not the same. As you said, he was limping the entire game, and I just don't understand why they want to pick and choose. Oh, this looked bad, so let's hyper-focus on it rather than, you know what I'm saying?
That's why it is. But that's why it is. They hyper-focused on it because it looks bad.
It looks bad. Optics,
and that's what, and that's all it is. It's all based off of looks. And it comes down to being fair and whatnot. I mean, we talked several times about how many different penalties they didn't throw today. Right. I mean, or penalty flags they didn't throw today. And it's like, Moody even said, they're out here villainizing the Texans. You know, the Texans are the villains of the NFL now because of what happened a couple weeks ago against Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, there was plays that didn't get called. I mean, I was holding my breath every single time I saw CJ run. He ran. One time he ran and he got down and we're like, all right, good. That's how you're supposed to slide and get your ass down. And then he did it again. And I was like, no, that is not how you, because he waited till the last possible fucking second. Yeah. And that's where I'm saying this is like for quarterbacks, if you want to protect yourself and you want sympathy from fans who actually are fans of the game, then dive at the motherfucker's ankles. He ain't going to try and hit you then.
I mean, Tua did that and got smacked though.
Yeah, Tua did that. That was a late forward slide too.
But that is why you call the penalty on that, because he's actually trying to. That's the best way you can protect yourself. Is if you dive in at somebody's ankles, they're not going to try and hit you. They're trying to protect themselves at that point, and that's that's exactly why it goes back to this. If you want to protect your receivers going across the middle of the field and protect them from getting smacked, I bet you if you throw the ball lower and they're going towards the defender's ankles, he's not going to be more inclined to try and lay the wood on somebody. Pause.
Thank you for that. Thank you, because that was crazy. Is that it on the Texans? We ready to move on to the Lions and Bills, or what we doing?
Yeah, no, we can get that.
What's up? Go ahead, Moon. Go ahead.
Today, because the Colts lost.
Oh yeah,
the Texans won the division.
We won the division back to back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that means playoffs.
And
playoffs.
It's a tough division too, y'all. We got the toughest division in football. We got the toughest division in football, man. It's tough out here.
We have 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of deal.
Right, man. It's tough, man. Every week you gotta.
Every week you don't know what place gonna have it.
Yeah, man. Like it's crazy, man. But yes, congratulations to the Texans winning back to back. DeMeco Ryans I think he's like the 6th coach since 2000 to win back to back his first 2 seasons. So salute to him for that. Yes, salute to him for that. Are we ready to move on to the Lions and Bills, or
this motherfucking shootout of a game? Yeah, let's do
the stats are not, the final score is not indicative of how that game went. Honestly, that game was over in the first quarter, to be honest with you, bro. It was.
Which game?
The Bills and the
Lions, the game that
Oh,
you and I
yeah.
fell asleep to.
Yeah.
When they went 3-and-out, and then the Bulls went down and got the Bulls.
Yes,
the Bills
Bulls.
went down and got a touchdown, and then they went 3-and-out again, and then the Bills went down and got a touchdown. That was it. Lions were playing catch up the entire game. I think they struggle. Their defense is missing bodies, but their defense struggles with mobile quarterbacks like Allen and Lamar Jackson. Because you remember Lamar Jackson put up, I think they blew him out like 40 last year when they played them. Yeah, it was.
And the thing that Detroit really thrives in is whenever they're able to control the time of possession and running the ball.
Possession.
When they're having to play catch up, they're playing outside of their. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jared Goff, insane game, 38 to 59, 494 yards, 5 touchdowns,
Right.
didn't throw an interception. Great game by Jared Goff. I'm not saying that by any stretch, but in their right way, they want to run the ball and control the clock with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, and they weren't able to. And they weren't able to do that when, like you said, when they started playing catch up. And that's how it was. They were basically trading body blow for body blow at that point.
Yeah, Josh Allen has worse stats, but I could tell you right now, he outplayed Jared Goff. It was that simple. He outplayed him. He just outplayed him. And they did an onside kick with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think I was awake for that.
Caught it and ran it all the way back to the 5.
5, yeah.
I was like, Dan Campbell, what are you doing? But I don't question him anymore because everything he do kind of work out. You know what I'm saying? And it's only the second loss of the season. The sky is not falling. The sky is not falling.
I mean, but when you really look at it, though, the Vikings are only a game behind them now because the Vikings are 11-3. Green Bay is smacking the crap out of Seattle right now. So, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know Detroit's
I guess
schedule.
the division is tough. Yeah, you're right. That's a really good point, Kyle.
They do have a really strong freaking division, and when you look at Green Bay's schedule for the rest of the year, they've got Saints, Vikings, and Bears. Now, obviously, that Vikings game is going to be pretty important, but when you look at the Lions, let me see if I can find the Lions real quick.
12-2,
the Lions versus
11-2, 9-4. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty tough.
Lions, they got Bears, 49ers, and then they end the year against the Vikings. So, I mean, it's the Lions. I mean, that Bears game could be pretty intense, just because the Bears have been solid pretty much all year long. So, and I mean, obviously, I don't know, the jury's out on the 49ers, but I think they got a lot of injuries, if I'm not mistaken. The 49ers do. So, and then they got players that don't want to play for the team apparently. So
yeah. That's crazy.
And they just want to quit in the middle of but
I mean, when it comes to the Buffalo Bills and the Lions, bro, I mean, the Lions defense didn't have no answer for Josh Allen at all, bro. Or that Bills offense. It was bad for sure.
They had a pretty bad injury too, where a guy had to be carted off in that game as well. Another Detroit's defense. Actually, they lost 2 defenders. They lost a interior lineman who hurt his knee. I think he had to be carted off. And then another guy was a bang play in the red zone. They kind of ran, fouled, hit each other. That guy had to be carted off. So the Lions losing they dropping bodies. And I'm tired of them talking about Aiden Hutchinson potentially returning. That dude's leg folded backwards like a pretzel. He is not coming back this year.
Right.
Can they stop? It's like the Aaron Rodgers with the Achilles thing last year. He's not coming back, bro. Come on, dog. We know he's not coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He'll come back when he comes back. That's the best way to put it. He'll come back when he comes back when he comes back.
In September of 2025. That's when he's coming back. It's not going to be this season. Yeah.
Bryson said here, I'm going to rip that Band-Aid off for y'all.
Yeah,
September 2025.
Come on, man. That dude leg. If he comes back, that
motherfucker going to have a robot leg.
I need his doctor's number for sure.
Only person that came back that fast from a major injury was Cam Akers when he tore his Achilles in the preseason and then came back in the Super Bowl and was actually running legit, looking good, for 5 months.
Didn't Kobe do that with his Achilles and then he did some off the record stuff?
No, that was his knee. When Kobe tore his Achilles, he was done after that. That was when he went to Germany and got some knee
stem cells or some shit.
Yeah, some knee type of thing. And then he came back and had another 5. Then he was dunking on 2-3 people again. I was like, I don't know what they're doing in Germany, but they know how to make cars and they know how to fix knees. So, that's the place to go, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, so what do y'all think?
Doing in Germany?
But listen, what do y'all think about the MVP race? Is it over? Is it Josh Allen to lose? Because Lamar Jackson threw for 5 touchdowns today. So
He did.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but he threw that against fucking the Giants. I mean, I feel like the three of us can go out there and dominate the Giants.
Yeah. I don't think that Lamar going to win it again.
I don't think he should win it again.
Why not Saquon,
I mean,
though?
and that's not me being disrespectful because I love Lamar.
I like that one. I like Saquon. The reason why Lamar not going to win it again, though, is because of the playoffs. Until he does something, until he plays like 5 touchdowns in the playoffs, he's not going to go to the because even versus the Texans last year, they won, but he didn't blow us away. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't blow us up.
Yeah, they didn't. It was
a close game.
Yeah, they didn't kill us. In the second half, they walked away on us, but they didn't really dominate us like that, like they were supposed to. And then, obviously versus Kansas City, it is what it is when you play.
I think the MVP for this year needs to be the Kansas City Chief referees.
Just the whole crew, huh?
The whole motherfucking crew.
I mean, today's the only day the Chiefs did not need the refs to fucking beat the Browns at all. Jameis did horrible.
Are y'all worried at all about Mahomes' status going into Saturday, or y'all not losing a wink of sleep over it? What's going on?
They say it's a high ankle sprain, but I mean, it's football, bro. He'll probably play.
I mean,
he'll find ways.
I'm at the point now with the Texans. Like, you know what? What's going to happen is going to happen. I mean, I've experienced the point where, you know what, we look great in the offense looks, decent you're great to decent in the first half, and then the second half, I'm just like, all right, well, bust out the alcohol because I'm gonna need it.
The only thing that worries me is Chris Jones versus the whole offensive line.
Well, we didn't have to say the offensive line. We didn't say the offensive line's name a lot today.
Yeah, because you told us not to talk about the offense. This was a defensive episode.
Well, the offensive line wasn't the issue.
It wasn't too bad. I mean,
the offensive line was terrible. They snapped the ball when CJ wasn't ready, which resulted in a freaking turnover.
That is true. That one.
Thank you.
That rookie Fisher
he wasn't even looking
too bad at right.
You know what, Bryce? You're absolutely right. Next time, I'm gonna chunk a football at your chest when you're not looking and see if you catch that hoe.
Well, he didn't chunk it. He tossed it from that angle. He tossed it. But I'm not saying I don't really blame it. I was just really kind of frustrated about the turnover more than anything else. I'm like, come on, CJ, you could have caught it, but the center, you should have definitely been ready.
Like, been paying attention.
Yeah, you should have been paying attention. You shouldn't have snapped it before he was ready. So I was mad at both guys. Like, I was mad at CJ. I was mad at the center. And not really mad. I was frustrated. Once you see this defense playing how they play, I'm like, well, can they move the ball?
Once you see this defense playing the way that it's playing now, and you basically have brought back damn near the same exact offense and offensive personnel from last year that was putting up points, and it's like,
what's going on?
What the fuck? Like, you're literally, and that's where the frustration is at. The only two differences we really added from last year to this year was Joe Mixon and Stephon Diggs. Diggs isn't playing because of the injury. Right. And I mean, I think we can all agree, as much as we enjoyed having Devin Singletary last year, Mixon is an upgrade from him, and his production is an upgrade from him. So what's the fucking issue? So I will say this, since we're talking about the offensive line, Blake Fisher played really good at right tackle today. I mean,
shout out.
I think he played really good at right tackle, and I mean, I was concerned with Titus Howard being shifted to left guard due to the fact that Titus Howard has struggled when he played left guard before, but I guess he was solid-ish.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Titus Howard this is why it's so funny with football. Like, obviously, I'm going to just say this out loud on the camera. I definitely would defer to you on the football stuff. To be honest with you, I like Titus at left guard. I feel like he's the best option that they have. He's good at right tackle, but just considering how big he is and stuff like that, putting him next to Laremy Tunsil, like,
he's the best option they have right now.
He's the best option. Like last year, because last year he played some left guard, and I just don't remember him. I don't remember us having this big of an offensive line issue last year. And I feel like that's the weakness has been the interior, and I feel like Titus has been solid from the interior. I could be wrong, though. I could be misremembering things and stuff like that, and you obviously pay more attention to that than me. So it is what it is, So
yeah.
But is there anything else that we need to cover, or is that the end of it? I don't know. You guys tell me.
I mean, there was the two best games on the docket was obviously, or build on the docket was obviously the Bills and Lions game. The other game was the Steelers and Eagles game. which the Eagles ended up obliterating the Steelers, with the final being 27-13. But other than that, I mean, I really don't have much else to say. Moon said that Texans won the AFC South with the Denver with Denver beating Indy and us beating Miami. So I really ain't got much else to say. You know, Texan fans, be ready for a lot of stress. The Texans play 2 games in 4 days. So
right.
You know,
So yeah, the Texas game is on Saturday. Remember that?
yeah, Texan game against Chiefs is on Saturday, and then we play Christmas Day on Netflix against the
won't
Ravens.
be on Netflix for Houstonians, though. I don't think for Houstonians it'll be on Netflix.
It'll be on ABC, hopefully.
It'll be on ABC. Yeah, I think it'll be on ABC. Yeah.
It'll be on. It don't matter because I work that day, so I'll be asleep. So yeah, I got to work Christmas Day.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, man. That sucks, bro. For real, for real.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
They've codenamed me the Grinch, so I guess I don't really care. I
Oh,
guess I'm not supposed to care this year. So, but
Humbug.
Okay.
so, but other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say. You know,
You can close us out, Kyle. Close us out, brother. Hey, I'm sorry. I feel like I just want to say this. For anybody that's watching this podcast consistently, you know, I don't know who that is, but whoever you are, thank you. I feel like I messed up y'all chemistry today. I came on here messing up names and stuff like that. My bad. I'll be better next time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take accountability, and I'll be better next time. My bad, y'all. My fault.
taking accountability. Moon, why don't you close us out? You always say the good stuff. So
I always say the good stuff. Well, goodbye, friends and neighbors. Thank you for watching this episode for sure. If you haven't, do so. Subscribe to the channel, No Narrative Podcast. You know, like, comment, subscribe. We're working on new things to try and make this more productive for everybody.
Yes.
So,
Hey, if y'all ever go to a game without me, please do the interviews, man. Be funny, drink as much as y'all can. You know what I'm saying? I
Don't
will
say
even
that.
help. I'm just saying, like, if we can get some more content out there, bro, and mix
He
in
said-
podcasting, it'll be
he
lit.
said, drink as much as you can. Okay.
I don't think nobody's doing that. I really don't. Like, I think that we'll be the only Houstonians doing that. But that's all I got for episode 32.
Bryce gonna get a phone call. Hey, I need you to come bail me out. You told me to drink as much as I can.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna say you got the content. Okay, you got it. Okay, I'll bill you out.
it's on the
Alright,
phone. It's on the phone.
It's on my phone. So all I need is your phone. All right, cool. Well, your ass
Yeah.
stuck. I'll go grab your phone. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
terrible.
man. That's it, y'all. Thank you for watching.
Hey,
Please like
yo.
and subscribe, like Moon said. As for blogger, K-Stay, Big Moon, we out, y'all.
Adios.